take me home, home, home. I'm bound and ready to go. I pray I still have my soul. One man died on the farm, shot down without a alarm. Let's ride, let's cut 'em down, boys. Let's search and destroy. The days never felt so long. The pain goes on and on. I'll keep the fight going strong until my strength is gone. I pray, Jesus, please help me, for I am weak. I cannot see my sins, they follow me. Jesus, take me home. Jesus, take me home, home, home. I'm bound and ready to go. I pray I still have my soul. I pray I still have my soul.
We're here at Live at Higher Ground. I'm with Casey Wayne Smith. Thanks for joining us today, Casey.
Yeah, no problem.
Your set was great. Tell me a little bit about your music and, where you are in your career.
Well, I kind of just started. I just released my album Apartment Sessions January of this year. I've always been playing music, though, since I was 10. And when I lived in Portland, Oregon, when I was 17, I lived there for about 3 years. I performed at a few venues, but I wasn't really that good, really. So I kind of stopped for a few years, but I was still songwriting, but not sharing my work with anybody. Kind of, so I just sort of kind of just started sharing my work with people, this year, basically.
And then you also released an album in April, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that album?
Suicide Dreams Cigarettes Magazines?
Yep.
Well, that album, I kind of wanted it to be a little tiny bit more upbeat sounding rather than the first one. It's kind of like just apartment sessions in my apartment, just me and the acoustic, and kind of me not being too serious on it, like talking on it and stuff like that. And this album just has like a more upbeat sound, kind of, I think. And the song Suicide Dreams Cigarettes Magazine, I kind of woke up in the middle of the night and started writing that on the keyboard that I have. I had I know this sounds dark, a suicide dream. And I woke up in a panic, and I lit up a cigarette and sort of just had this melody going on in my head, and I just started writing it right then and there. And then I had a few other songs that I wrote after apartment sessions that I kind of just threw on the album as well, you know.
Sweet. In one of the media articles that I read about your latest album release, they likened you to Elliott Smith, dark, brooding singer-songwriter, but I feel a lot more dynamic in your melody. The last song that you just sang for us today had a very uplifting melody behind it, but with the dark, heartbreaking lyrics. Mm-hmm. Tell me about your songwriting process and how you can make me feel so conflicting all at once.
Well, my songwriting is quite simple, really. It could be me at work, and then I could just start hearing a melody, and then I'll sort of just like hum that melody into my iPhone and save it, and then, or it could be lyrics that just pop into my head, and then like one line, and then that one line just sort of starts the entire song, basically, and I'll go home and then just start jamming the melody out and writing the lyrics at the same time, or I'll write the lyrics first and then the melody after. It's all different.
Your albums have really interesting titles to them. Your next album is Heartbreak Kid. What's the story behind that name?
It's really just about, the song is just about cheating. It's just a story about a guy being away from home, away from his girlfriend, getting too drunk at a party, and meeting up with this other girl, and just cheating on his girlfriend. And the song's basically just about how, he loves her so much, so he has to let her go. He feels terrible about it.
Is that a mirror of something that's happened to you?
No. I've never cheated on anybody, really. I have been cheated on when I was 19 by my fiance.
That's sad. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
So that's the third album all in the same year, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, you've been busy.
Yeah. I love to write. I love it's my, anti-anxiety medication, basically. My antidepressant, basically, just sitting down and writing, and then just recording a song and fiddling with it and sharing it to people.
Music is the best medicine, right?
Yeah, basically.
So who are your biggest influences?
Elliott Smith, Bob Dylan, Damien Rice,
Love
Neutral
Damien
Milk
Rice.
Hotel, The Frontiers. There was a time, probably the Decemberist. I could throw them in there as well. Jacob Dylan, just a bunch of different musicians. Chris Garnier is a big one. Start writing just songs with like piano in them only, basically. Because Chris Garnier is pretty awesome. He just usually has that, just the piano and his vocals. Sometimes I'll have like cello and stuff like that, and I would love to have that in my music. I have this one song called Change that's on Suicide Dream Cigarettes magazines, and it has violin and cello in it. Not a violin and not actually a cello, but like the violin and cello off of a keyboard.
Oh, nice. That's really cool.
Yeah.
How can people find you online and listen to your stuff?
Well, you can find me on iTunes, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, YouTube, bunch of different music stores. Just search Casey Wayne Smith.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm going to end this interview on a fun note, and I'm going to ask you, what is your most memorable performance experience?
Well, when I was trying to play music when I was 19 in Portland, Oregon, I was playing at the Hawthorne Theater on Hawthorne Boulevard, I think, and I got really drunk and I fell off stage.
Oh, no, during a song?
Yep.
Oh, crazy. Did you get back up? And
I did.
You got back up, you finished your set?
Yep.
Lots of applause?
Yep.
Cool.
Lots of laughs.
Nice. Awesome. So it was all worth it then?
Yeah.
Now that she's gone, I cannot go on. Things, they are dark, dark as the night. I'll try and move on. You were the one, but I let things go. I'm sorry, my dove, but she looks so good. I was drunk too, but that's no excuse that I can use. I broke your heart, away, shattered mine too. Oh, 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 what have I done? I fucked up and run. You don't need me. All that I do is just hurt you. So goodbye, my dove. I'll miss you so. The hardest part is just letting go. Just letting go. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do.
Thanks so much for being here, Casey. I had so much fun with you, and stay tuned for Heartbreak Kid, and thanks so much for being at Live at Higher Ground.